Hello everyone, my name is Priya and I welcome you all back to my channel. I hope you all are doing great. In the last video, we discussed about Article 40, that is Organization of Village Panchayat. If you haven't seen that video yet, then the link is given in the description box. Now for today, our topic of discussion will be Article 41. According to the categorization of articles of DPSP, Article 41 comes under socialistic principles. This article talks about right to work, to education and to public assistance in certain cases. It says, the state shall, within the limits of its economic capacity and development, make effective provision for securing the right to work, to education, and to public assistance in cases of unemployment, old age, sickness, and disablement, and in other cases of undeserved want. This simply means that it is the duty of the state to make effective provisions or schemes for securing people's right to work, right to education, and right to public assistance. Public assistance in case of unemployment, old age, sickness, disablement, or in other cases of undeserved want. Disablement means physical or mental unfitness. Undeserved want means people having disadvantages other than these mentioned here. So the government will work towards making these things better for people. But the most important thing which is mentioned here is that the state will provide these facilities within the limits of its economic capacity and development. Now what does this mean? This means every state, whether it is central government, state government, or other authorities who are working towards the betterment of the people, they have their own economic capacity. They get fund for each work. And with that amount, the state has to think about the welfare of all. As we all know that every year budget is decided and is allocated to different sectors like education, medical, infrastructure development, etc. So the government has to think about every sector's development within its economic capacity. That's why it is mentioned in this article that the state shall make provisions within its economic capacity and development. And for that reason, this article comes under Part 4, that is DPSP, which is non-justiciable in nature. Because if for any reason the government is not able to help the people, then you cannot move to the court for its enforcement, because it's not a fundamental right. If you remember, right to education and right to work has already been talked about in Part 3 of the Indian Constitution, that is fundamental right. Now you tell me in the comment section that in which articles right to education and right to work has been mentioned. Moving ahead, let me tell you some of the schemes and provisions government has provided under the categories mentioned in this article, that is Article 41. Under right to work, some of the schemes are Manrega, Gram Kaushalya Yojana, Garib Kalyan Rozgar Yojana, Pradhan Mantri Swanidhi, Pradhan Mantri Employment Generation Program, etc. Under right to education, some of the schemes are Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan, Midday Meal Scheme, Sakshar Bharat for Adult Education, National Program for Education of Girls at Elementary Level, and a lot of scholarship programs are also there. And under right to public assistance, some of the schemes are for unemployment, Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana, Pradhan Mantri Rozgar Protsahan Yojana, National Rural Livelihood Mission, etc. For old age people, Pradhan Mantri Vaya Vandan Scheme, Indira Gandhi National Old Age Pension Scheme, National Program for the Healthcare of Elderly, etc. For sickness, Ayushman Bharat, that is National Health Protection Scheme, Central Government Health Scheme, Jan Shri Bima Yojana, etc. And for disablement, Deen Dayal Disabled Rehabilitation Scheme, Assistance for Disabled Persons, Sugamya Bharat Abhiyan, etc. So these are some of the schemes government has launched for the welfare of the people. I have mentioned only few schemes. If you want to learn more about these schemes or other schemes, you can visit government websites for more information. So that's all about Article 41 from my side. I'll see you in the next video with Article 42. Till then, thank you so much for watching this video.